David, thanks. Green Bay Packers running back Josh Jacobs released from custody today after being arrested on domestic abuse charges on Tuesday.
That arrest coming after an initial investigation by the Hobart Lawrence Police Department, which responded to a disturbance complaint involving Jacobs on Saturday morning. Our Taylor Zebo live right now outside Brown County Jail, breaking down the timeline of what has happened today. Taylor?
Hey, Chris. Yeah, Josh Jacobs was released from Brown County Jail around 12:20 this afternoon, just 20 minutes after the district attorney announced that he would not be filing charges at this time. And that announcement came just hours before Jacobs was supposed to appear in Brown County Court. And again, the DA said his office reviewed the evidence in the case and will not yet make a formal decision on charges. He adds there may be additional evidence that would impact whether criminal charges are appropriate for this case. I spoke on the phone with Jacobs' attorney asking if he was available for comments, and he referred me to their new statement that reads in part, quote, "We are extremely pleased that Josh has been released from custody and that no criminal charges have been filed against him," end quote. And now about an hour and a half after Jacobs was released, I saw this gray car pull into his garage. However, we could not see who was in the vehicle. Around 10 minutes after that, two males walked out with suitcases, loaded up the white vehicle sitting in his driveway, and drove off. The DA's office is requesting additional investigation and say a final charging decision will be made at a later date. Reporting live in Brown County, Taylor Zebel, Action 2 News.